Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing His word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, Volume 221. And this edition, we're going to speak about Idaho rancher Ammon Bundy, host Easter church service. All right. Every week, man, when we come out, we try to bring you something that shows you that we in the sign of the end times, or we try to bring you something that points that we in the sign of the end times, man. And this Idaho rancher, Ammon Bundy, hosted a Easter church service, man, today. And we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, let's get into this so-called Easter Sunday, so-called Easter Sunday. Okay, today is so-called Easter. A lot of people celebrate this. A lot of Christians celebrate this day as Easter Sunday. And they refer this day as Jesus Christ's resurrection, who we know as Yahweh Shai. But the world ignorantly call him Jesus Christ, and this is his resurrection, Like I say, these Christians celebrate Easter as the resurrection of Jesus Christ after he was executed on the cross on so-called Good Friday. Then, he was resurrected Easter Sunday, It's paganistic, all right? First of all, it's paganistic, all right? Easter is not real, it's so many different information to show you that Easter is not real, but this is, I can do a more in-depth lesson on that later. But the whole point is, a lot of people today, due to the coronavirus, obviously, the gathering of 10 or more is not allowed right now. And then churches, period, are closed. And it's been a while now, but a lot of people took today as a day to say, hey, you know what? Coronavirus, coronavirus or not, we're gonna get out here and we're gonna celebrate a holiday that ain't even, or what can you call it? Is this considered a holiday? These people said, hey, Easter is one of the days we celebrate, so we're gonna celebrate, man. And this is exactly the stance that Idaho rancher Ammon Bundy, that was his stance, that they were going to celebrate Easter, man. We're no longer going to be held to being not in the church. Now, according to CNN, it says Ammon Bundy hosts Easter service despite state order against mass gatherings. As he promised, Idaho rancher Ammon Bundy, who once led an armed occupation of federal land in Oregon, organized an Easter Sunday church service in violation of a statewide order on mass gatherings. A live stream of the service showed dozens of people in folding chairs sitting together in Bundy's industrial warehouse in the small city of Emmett, about 30 miles northwest of Boise, Idaho, where a handmade sign reading "Defy Martial Law" was placed in front of the speaker's podium. After the group watched a pre-recorded praise video, Bundy briefly addressed the group, saying, "When you believe in Christ, you will never infringe upon your neighbor's rights." There were no signs of the live stream of anyone attempting to challenge or interrupt the service. Wayne Hoffman with the conservative Idaho Freedom Foundation, a group that has called the ban on gatherings unconstitutional, also was invited to speak. And this is what Hoffman said. He said, "We certainly don't have to continue to live in a world where a church service is considered a big church service in America." Hoffman said, "That's not who we are. Americans don't in fear. They don't give up their rights." Okay. Bundy did not officially announce the venue for the service until just hours before it started. He told CNN last week he wasn't concerned about getting the coronavirus. He said, "I'm healthy. My family is healthy. I'd rather have it now so my body is immune to it," Bundy said. So his whole stance was he was going to have service today. And if it went, and if it bordered him going to jail, so be it. Okay. And the Bible speaks about, the apostles going to jail due to the doctrine of Yahushua and due to their ability to heal the unclean. And most importantly, they, as ironic as this so-called Easter is, the apostles were put in jail because they spoke about Yahushua's resurrection. Check that out. You dig? And we're going to bring that to you in Acts 5, verse 16 through 20. It says, "There came also a multitude of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. Then the high priest rose up." In other words, he disputed and undertook the apostles, "and they were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, were filled with indignation." In other words, they were filled with envy, contentious, they were jealous, they were confrontational, they wanted beef and drama. Why? Because these apostles, amongst all the things that they were speaking about Yahushua's resurrection. And the Sadducees didn't like it, man. Verse 18, it says, "And laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison." Verse 19, "But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors and brought them forth and said, Go, stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life." So you see that? So today supposed to be Christ's resurrection, which is not the case. But when the apostles spoke about Christ's resurrection, they were put in prison, man. Now you got the Idaho rancher, okay, Ammon Bundy. They're preaching on so-called Easter, which is supposed to be Jesus Christ's resurrection, which is not. Okay, it's a pagan holiday, and he's willing to go to jail to violate the mass gathering. So he's willing to go to jail to have church on a fake paganistic day, but the apostles really did go to jail for preaching the resurrection of Yahushua, man. The irony in that, man. What's the name of the lesson, man? Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 221. Idaho rancher Ammon Bundy host Easter church service, man. And what you got going on here is you got the government and whatnot, by them closing the churches down due to the coronavirus and due to spreading the coronavirus. They are, in essence, stopping the word and halting congregants from fellowshipping, man. Yeah. Well, see, you got to understand, man, you can't confine the Lord to a building. When it's two or three in his presence, man, that's the church. So you don't have to go to a building. You know what I'm saying? You can be at home I mean, listen, man. If you a believer in Yahweh through His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, you know how to fellowship, man. You know how to keep bringing that word out. No matter what, you're gonna bring that word out, man. You dig? And the Idaho rancher blatantly, okay, he blatantly violated the statewide order of mass gatherings, and he dared anybody to stop him, man. You also had a church in Kansas earlier today, had 3 services of at least 50 peoples in all 3 services, man. So listen, man, you got people that's rebellious, or you got people that's saying, forget all F these orders, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Especially for Easter Sunday. They said, hey man, we ain't gonna take it no more. We've been shut down for weeks now, but it's Easter Sunday. We're gonna get out here. Matter of fact, let me change my voice. This is how these people, man, that decide to go into church today, the people in Kansas and then the Idaho rancher, man, this was their stance. We ain't gonna take it no more today. We're gonna go up in the church. We ain't gonna take it no more. Hot damn, we're not gonna take it no more. We're not gonna take it. What we're gonna do, we're gonna have service today, and I don't give a good goddamn who have a problem with it. That's the attitude that they had today, man. They say it's Easter Sunday. We're gonna have this word, man. Now tell me that ain't the sign of the end times, man. They breaking mass gatherings for a day that ain't even real, man. This is hilarious, man. Shalom.